Ever wish Earth had siblings a little more dramatic? Buckle up because we're taking a time machine to a universe where Mars and Venus weren't the dusty deserts we know today, but lush, vibrant worlds teeming with life. Our first stop is Mars, the red planet. But what if I told you once upon a time Mars was more of a blue planet? Picture vast oceans, gushing rivers, and steamy volcanic vents. Imagine lush rainforests carpeting its surface and perhaps, just perhaps, early Martian microbes paddling in its ancient seas. Next we swing by Venus. Forget the scorching, inhospitable world you know. Picture a paradise with Earth-like temperatures, thick clouds swirling above crystal-clear oceans. Imagine volcanoes roaring, creating islands and spewing life-giving chemicals into the atmosphere. So sit back and imagine a Mars and Venus not as we know them today, but as vibrant, life-filled worlds. The dramatic siblings of Earth indeed. But what happened? Why are these once habitable worlds barren today? Once upon a time, Mars was a world brimming with potential, but over billions of years it lost something crucial: its magnetic field. Without this protective shield, Mars was left defenseless against the relentless assault of solar winds. These winds, streams of charged particles emanating from the sun, battered the Martian atmosphere, stripping it away bit by bit. Over time, this atmospheric erosion turned Mars from a warm, wet world into the cold, dry desert we see today. But what about Venus? This tropical paradise suffered a different fate: a runaway greenhouse effect. This process began when Venus's volcanoes released large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Instead of being absorbed by oceans or locked away in rocks as on Earth, this gas built up in the Venusian atmosphere. As it accumulated, it trapped more and more heat, creating a vicious cycle of warming. The surface temperature soared, the oceans evaporated, and Venus transformed into the scorching inferno we know today. Both Mars and Venus fell from grace in their own ways. Mars, once protected by its magnetic field, was left vulnerable and exposed. Its atmosphere, once thick and warm, was stripped away, leaving a desolate world in its wake. Venus, once a lush paradise, was transformed into a fiery hellscape by a relentless greenhouse effect. Both worlds were once vibrant and full of potential, but their falls from grace serve as stark reminders of the delicate balance needed for life as we know it. So, the party was over. The lights went out, the music stopped, and all that was left were two lonely planets echoing with the memories of a life-filled past. But as we'll see in our next scene, these fallen worlds still have a lot to teach us. Their stories hold key insights into the nature of planetary habitability and the resilience of life itself. The party was over, leaving two lonely planets echoing with the memories of a life-filled past. But the story doesn't end there. These ancient secrets hold the key to understanding life's resilience, the delicate balance needed for a planet to cradle life. Isn't it fascinating that the downfall of Mars and Venus can teach us so much? The journey of these planets from habitable worlds to barren landscapes provides invaluable insights into the conditions necessary for life as we know it. Let's take Mars, for instance. By studying the red planet's geological history and the presence of water in its past, we can piece together the puzzle of its climatic transformation. We can understand how essential a magnetic field is for protecting a planet's atmosphere and maintaining a stable climate. The fate of Venus, on the other hand, serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of a runaway greenhouse effect. It's a textbook example of how a planet can transform from a potential paradise into an inferno if its delicate balance of greenhouse gases spirals out of control. These lessons from our cosmic neighbors resonate even more today, as we grapple with the challenges of climate change on our own planet. They remind us to cherish and protect the unique conditions that make Earth a haven for life in the harshness of space. But there's more. As we continue to explore Mars and Venus, we're not just looking for clues about their past. We're also on a quest to find signs of past life, no matter how microscopic. Each rover we send, each probe we launch, each data point we collect is a step closer to answering that age-old question. Are we alone in the universe? Even if we don't find Martian microbes or Venusian viruses, the search itself is worthwhile. It expands our knowledge, fuels our curiosity, and drives forward the frontier of human exploration. So next time you gaze at Mars's red glow or Venus's shimmering light, remember their hidden past. They're reminders of the universe's dynamic nature and the preciousness of our own blue oasis. Remember, each star in the night sky could be a sun to another Earth, another Mars, or another Venus waiting to share its story.